continue this 4 days workshop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this project, we started the activities at the meeting at the France last January, and we decided to have an international workshop on blended learning at Bangladesh Open University. Our distinguished resource person will be delivering their valuable address, and they will be conducting different practical sessions on different aspects of blended learning. And we have participants from Bhutan, we have participants from Denmark, we have participants from Malaysia, as already Khalid said, and also participants from Bangladesh Open University School of Education. And we have participants from IUT and also Jagannath University. They'll be participating tomorrow because they have the special occasion today. And this program actually jointly organized by with the Dhaka University, because Dhaka University is also one of the partners of these projects. First, I would request our Bhutan delegate, Dr. Kegan, to deliver his address.
At the very outset, I would like to thank the Bangladesh Open University and Dhaka University for giving me this opportunity. My name is Kezang, and I represent, we have 2 teacher training colleges under the Royal University of Bhutan, and I am from Paro College of Education, where we are going to have our second face-to-face project meeting sometimes next week. Key focus of the Paro College of Education, which is in the north of Bhutan, is on the primary education. We train primary teachers, and the focus of the Samtsi College of Education, which is located in the south, the key focus is training secondary education. So this is how we try to specialize ourselves. And we are very fortunate to be a member of this blended learning project. Basically from Bhutan, we are not very much into technology in our education still. So we are looking forward to learn a lot from this project, and particularly from this training program here in Bangladesh for the next couple of days. So we are looking forward to the training program. Thank you very much.
I am the national coordinator for the Malaysia partners of this Erasmus project, blended learning, and we come from 2 institutions. One is from, I come from University Technology Mara, which is the largest university in Malaysia. And we have about 35 campuses all throughout Malaysia. And coming together here with me, I'd like to introduce to you Associate Professor Dr. Ling. I'd like her to stand up so that everybody will know. She's a mathematics lecturer. Then we have Miss Madam Ling Siu Ching. She's also mathematics from Mathematics Department, and Adeline Anggamat from the Faculty of Computer Science. Representing the other institution, Patulintang Training College, I'd like to introduce Madam Anis Pula. She is the Deputy Director. Mr. Lai Kim Leong, Mathematics. Get to know him, he has a lot to tell you. He already planned our Bangladesh trip here to visit your important monuments. So we're looking forward to that. And we have Yaya Sidek and Michelle, they are from the department. So the Patulintang is a college for teachers trainers, and we are the developer for the module for social media in teaching. So we'd like to once again thank everybody for giving us a warm welcome, and we hope to meet all of you and integrate with you. Thank you.
Now I would request Dr. Parola Jandar. He is from Aalborg University.
Thank you, Honorable Pro VC, for hosting us here at the Bangladesh Open University. I'm Per-Ola Sander from Aalborg University. I work there as associate professor at e-learning lab. Aalborg University is a relatively large university. We have 17,000 students and 1,200 senior researchers, roughly. We are predominantly an engineering university. However, I am based in the humanities department, and we work at e-learning lab. E-learning lab is a rather big research unit. So although we don't do teacher education per se, but we do a lot of research on teacher education and specifically on learning technologies. So that's what I hope to discuss here. I'm also heading our division which deals with global technologies, and I'd like to emphasize that from our part, we don't see it as much as, you know, best practice transfer, where we have figured it out in Europe, and now you are to imitate how we are doing it. But the thing is rather that we have some experiences, and now it's a question of translating those experiences to local context or to other contexts. This BLTA project is also this is a face-to-face workshop. We have also designed a number of modules which are then intended to be used in teaching. We're designing something on software clickers in classroom, about designing in learning management systems, LMSs. About flipped classroom teaching and video conferencing systems. I'm very happy to discuss during breaks about all the things we are about to learn here. Thank you very much. Wish you a good workshop.
Now, I would request from our local participants, Abul Kashim Shikdar.
This university is offering education throughout the country. Recently, the university has turned out on digitally. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor and the Pro Vice Chancellor and the Treasurer and the whole faculty and the team of the university are working very seriously to do work on digital system. Our educationists, our teachers, our staffs and officers will definitely help you in this program. I just want to conclude my voice and want to give you all thank you very much.
Actually, it is a great opportunity for us here in Bangladesh to host this type of workshop, which is at a time where we really need it. Blended learning is something that we have been expecting people from developing countries to also engage in this type of learning system. In technical vocational education, where I belong, we have been trying to understand very well on what is going on this type of system of education. You will believe with me that in the advanced countries, this type of training system have been existing, because it's not very possible at certain times to depend only on the old system of learning that we used to do. Blended learning is a very, very important aspect of education and training, modern system where we need to follow the trend, or else we'll be lacking all what we need to know in this 21st century. I will thank the Bangladesh Open University and the Dhaka University for getting this venture of hosting this wonderful workshop, which I think it is important for us. They are close neighbors. We hope to share the time with you. Have a nice stay in Bangladesh and in Open University in particular. Thank you very much for coming. the title of the workshop is very interesting. And the collaboration itself speaks about the title, because Dhaka University is a totally face-to-face university and Bangladesh Open University is in distance mode. So it's a kind of very nice blending. So we get the experience of face-to-face and distance education. If you can blend together, because the face-to-face system, it was before it was the only means of learning. Because now we have technologies. So what is the use of technology? If you can blend between face-to-face and the open learning. So in that sense, now Bangladesh is well advanced in terms of accessing technology and using technology. We have access to mobile phones. The penetration rate is almost 90% plus. So it's a great beauty, and the access to technology, especially internet, is very easy now in Bangladesh compared to even in the developed countries. I was in Canada last April. I found that it is not that much easy. It's expensive to use technology, especially internet and other devices. So in that sense, I think this workshop will create a momentum and will come up with a lot of outputs. And then we will find a lot of outcomes and impact in the near future. So I am looking forward to learn more from this workshop, and if I can contribute in this process, I will try to contribute my best. Thank you very much.
Now, Professor Dr. Ashfaq Hussain, please.
And Bangladesh Open University is a nice place to teach all these peoples, to create the next generation of educator who is dependent, who will be dependent, who will use extensively these modern technologies, the mobile phone. You see, we have, according to Nobel laureate Professor Amartya Sen, he said in two aspects Bangladesh is greater than even in India, his mother country. One, in the field of health, as I noted, another is the women educations. The Amartya Sen is trying to emphasize, and he pointed out that these scholarships plan and the careful planning, including some of the modern technology which help the development of the women's educations. Secondly, the point I would like to emphasize and the importance of this such kinds of blended workshop, which has a global significance, because we see the participants from Europe, from the European countries, as also this workshop itself has been funded by the European Union, and also we see, as I said, about Malaysia, so other Asian countries, African countries, and also our neighboring countries, Bhutan. So these sort of experience of different countries, from the Himalayan slopes towards the European continent, transnational ideas, thinking, and that will bring to a single room. You will meet together, because one of my supervisor in the University of Nottingham, UK, he said, look, all these seminars has two things. One is the formal discussions and another is informal. So he said, in my view, the informal exchange between the scholars, between the participants, is more helpful and more useful to develop a scholar or a teacher or a students, and that will give a new ideas, a new interfaces, new exchanges, and that can help people to develop more useful technology ideas to teach students or do better PhD or get good result in the research. And I hope in the coming years we will go Bhutan and other countries, and we'll find a beautiful seminars and workshops, and we'll give some sorts of the output would be better for the educator, learners, and most importantly for the students, who are the real beneficiary, would be real beneficiary in the days to come.
Now this is the turn for Professor Mukaddem, the policymaker, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mukaddem. Please, sir.
I welcome all the foreign participants who has taken long travel to be here in Bangladesh. Climate is, well, some extent it is favorable for some of the coldest country people, and somehow it is challenge for the tropical country people like Malaysia. But this is a very pleasant moment in Bangladesh actually. Well, this workshop is meant for blended learning courseware for the Asia region. The workshop aims to promote the blended learning for the Asia region for supporting the teachers, educators' professional development. We have our distinguished participants from abroad and also from our domestic institutions. This particular workshop is jointly organized by Bangladesh Open University and Dhaka University. We have awarded this particular project in the year 2016. It's basically a 3 years project actually. The end year is 2019 October. This is a project which is going to look the potentiality of introducing the blended mode of educational system for the teachers educators globally. Today's workshop, what we are going to do actually, this workshop will continue for next 4 days, but we have lot of tasks to be done. The workshop will discuss in this particular area of the mode of teaching, especially the blended types of teaching methods and methodology, tools, techniques, and ICT supported operational scope and opportunities. As part of this kind of open and distance learning, for example, the OER, Open Educational Resources, that would be discussed here in this particular workshop, how to facilitate this kind of OER materials for the conventional universities and what would be the mode of operandi in this particular context. So this particular workshop is very much part of this kind of global partnership, and in the inception workshop at France, we agreed and we decided to continue this kind of development workshop in 3 countries initially, that is Bangladesh, Bhutan and Malaysia. So this is the beginning, and that is started with Bangladesh with the support of Bangladesh Open University and Dhaka University. Those who would be delivering this kind of technical sessions and those who will be very much part of this kind of leading this particular workshop. Apart from those who are the participants, I think they will be much more enlightened and much more benefited out of this particular workshop. And I believe and trust this particular workshop will be participatory in nature. It will, at the end of workshop, definitely we would able to get some effective feedback. On the basis of those feedback, we will able to fix our future strategy and course of action, which is of course in the line of the project objective of this particular blended learning courseware development. Welcome you all in this particular workshop, and I announce this particular workshop formally to be inaugurated. Thank you so much.
You know, the Bangladesh Open University is the only public distance education institution in Bangladesh Open University. It has the central, the headquarters located in Gazipur, we are here, and other 12 regional resource centers all over the country and 80 sub-regional centers. And we are providing our tutorial services about more than 1,400 study centers located all over the country. So it's a mega university in terms of the students and also staff, and it has about the 6,600,000 students in about the 43 formal programs. Actually, we are providing the education through blended learning, because some part of the academic support are provided with the technology, or some are from the formal conventional system like providing textbook and tutorial center. So this workshop is very appropriate and timely, especially for Bangladesh and I think this region.
Thank you.